Hey everyone, it's me, Tiffany, and I am back. And today I'm going to be illustrating a costume design for the song Gorgeous by Taylor Swift. This is going to be the first illustration I do for the album. I'm going to be doing an entire collection based around the Reputation album by Taylor Swift. Gorgeous is a really interesting song to me because the first time I heard it, when it was released as a single, I think it was released as the third single of the album before the album came out. And I remember listening to it and I was wondering, why is it a single? I didn't, at the time, after Look What You Made Me Do and Ready For It came out, I didn't think that Gorgeous necessarily fit into the equation of what I thought the Reputation album was going to be. But now that I've listened to the whole album and I've listened to the song now over and over and over and over and over to come up with the ideation of this illustration, I realize how powerful and how thoughtful the song and the lyrics and the music of it actually is. So if you listen to Gorgeous, the song has this beat that's very high and low. So it goes like dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So when I hear that, I hear high, low, and then depth within it. So because you have the sharp high lows, and then you have this little like middle ground also where it's still bobbing up and down, but it's not as sharp. So the first thing I think of for that is a high-low hemline for the skirt, and then within that creating more dimension through the fabric. So I'm thinking a high-low skirt made out of a stiffer type of tulle to which I can create more of a dimensional jagged effect. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the color. So there's a line in Gorgeous that says, "Ocean blue eyes looking in mine, I feel like I might sink and drown and die." And so the color I am going to be using for this dress is like an oceany blue color. The person that she's talking about has ocean blue eyes. And it's not so surface level as saying like, oh, he's just got beautiful blue eyes. It's the fact that these eyes are the window into him, and when she looks at him, she sees all of him and sees his personality and who he is and how gorgeous of a person he actually is, and that just makes her, like want to melt, and like she feels like she could just like sink and drown in the ocean, So it's more of a symbolic color. So, and it's also interesting because blue is normally associated with a feeling of sadness. And that is an element of the song where she goes, "You make me so happy, it turns back to sad." But it's not sad, it's like, you make me so happy that I get a little bit sad because I can't completely have you. So anyway, so that's gonna be blue. Another element of the song is the line where she says, "I guess I'll just stumble on home to my cats alone, unless you want to come along." So for that, I immediately think of a wearable lingerie inspired effect for the dress, almost like a bustier type top. And it's because it's kind of like a funny nod to it, like, oh, I guess I'll go home to my cats alone from this club, like, because you're not coming. And so, if you're spending the night at home by yourself, you're gonna be in your comfy pajamas, but it's like, unless you want to come along. So it makes me think of lingerie. The final element that I'm going to incorporate into this illustration is a lot of sparkles and crystals, because in the song there are a lot of these high-pitched little noises that's like boop, but it's like more of like a clink, like what you would imagine sparkles dazzling to sound like. You just have to listen to the song and you'll know what I mean, but like just what you would imagine like dazzling sparkles to sound like. So that is incorporated throughout the entire song. So I'm going to be incorporating shine and crystals and sparkles in some way, shape, or form into the illustration. I just rambled a lot. So I'm going to start illustrating this, and I will update you on the process of how I'm illustrating, and yeah. Soon you'll get to see the finished product, so will I. Okay, so I just finished sketching, and the fun thing about sketching is that while you're sketching it and while you're just like letting the pencil guide you and figuring out what it looks like, you start to draw lines and develop something that is not quite even what you thought of initially. So I really like that. So you can see with this sketch, it almost looks like almost vintagey, like the way it almost looks kind of like a petticoat. How I ended up sketching it. So it's gonna be high-low, there's the high, and it's gonna like tear down into a full maxi skirt. I've got the little bra bustier going on. But now that I'm seeing it as a black and white sketch, I feel like it almost looks kind of vintagey, and I really like that, and I think it actually matches the song pretty well in terms of the vibe that I hadn't even picked up on before. So I like that. So next what I do is I'm gonna scan this in to my computer, and then I do all of the rest of my illustrating in terms of coloring and adding all the accents and everything in Photoshop. So I will take you guys along. Okay, so something I just decided that I am going to be doing for this entire Reputation collection is for all of the illustrations, somewhere in the background or even in the skirt or somewhere, I'm going to have all of the lyrics for the song. So right now, I'm about to start writing out in my cursive handwriting, like hand lettering, all of the lyrics for Gorgeous, and I'm gonna scan those in, digitize them, and then incorporate them in some way, either into the background of the illustration or on the illustration. I don't know yet, but I just thought of that, and I love that because then it takes it full circle for it being an illustration for a song. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that now. So here is the final costume design illustration. I am so happy with how it turned out. I love it. I love how the blues worked out and the watercolor effect really hones in on the ocean idea. But yeah, so if you want to see more of these videos, I am going to be doing the entire Reputation album, so please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram to see this photo and all of the other ones I will be posting. And yeah, I hope you like it. Let me know your opinions if you have any feedback, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!